all. Today we will discuss electric field in dielectrics. First of all, we study about dielectric materials. Basically, any substance is composed of atoms and molecules. An atom or molecule is electrically neutral. An atom consists of a positively charged nucleus and negatively charged electrons moving around it in different orbits. The electron in the orbits close to the nucleus, called as core electrons, and which are rigidly bound to its nucleus, and the outer orbit electrons, called as valence electrons, are lightly bound to the nucleus. In such substance, these valence electrons are detached from the atom and freely move within the substance. We call these electrons as free electrons. There are also some materials which did not possess any free electrons, and all the atoms or all the electrons of an atom are tightly bound to the nucleus. We may broadly categorize the material into two classes. First is conductor and second insulator or dielectric. तो कंडक्टर या चालक पदार्थ वे पदार्थ होते हैं जिसमें चालन के लिए मुक्त इलेक्ट्रॉन उपलब्ध होते हैं. Conductors, these substances have good number of conduction or free electrons which roam around inside the material. When a potential difference or electric field is applied to these materials, an electric current flows from them. Examples of such substances are the metals like copper, Ag, Au, Fe, etc. And second type of materials are insulators, and we can say insulator as dielectrics. These substances have effectively no free electrons for conduction. When a potential difference of electric field is applied to a dielectric, no current flow through it. But this application of the electric field changes the charge distribution of the constituting atoms or molecules, and hence result the change in the characteristic behavior of the dielectric. Example of dielectrics are glass, plastic, rubber, quartz, water, oil, etc. So we can classify materials into two classes. First is conductor and second is insulator. One may have substance between the two extreme classes, it means between conductor and insulator, and they are called as semiconductors, which are insulator at 0 Kelvin and become conductor at higher temperature. Here we shall not go into the detail of the conductor and semiconductor, but in the present study our main interest is to study the dielectrics and the effect of an external electric field on these materials. So first of all, we discuss about induced dipoles or atomic polarizability. An atom being as a whole electrically neutral consists of a positively charged nucleus with charge plus q and a negatively charged electron cloud with minus q charge surrounding it. You can see in the figure which is neutral atom is positive model, electron charge distribution is shown by minus q, and positively charged nucleus is shown by plus q. We may consider the electron charge distribution to be spherical in shape and nucleus as a point. In absence of the electric field, the center of negatively charged distribution coincides with the center of the nucleus. When such a neutral atom is placed in an electric field, the two regions of charge within the atom are influenced by the electric field. The positively charged nucleus is pushed in the direction of the field, and the negatively charged electron distribution in the opposite direction of the field. Equilibrium is established when the nucleus N is at a distance, say d, apart from the center of the negative charge O. In equilibrium, the net electric field on the nucleus N must be 0. It means the applied electric field E naught to the right of the nucleus is equal to the EE to the left of the nucleus, where EE results from the negative charge distribution, so that E of electric field due to electrons is equal to E naught. So when an external field is applied on a neutral atom, in equilibrium one may consider plus q and minus q charges at a distance d apart, forming an induced dipole. See in figure. The dipole moment is given by P is equal to Qd, where the distance between O and N is d, and at O charge is minus q and at N charge is plus q. As the positive and negative charges of an atom are get displaced along the direction of the electric field, the atom is said to be polarized. Further, this dipole moment is found approximately equal to the applied field. It means P is directly proportional to E or P is equal to alpha E. This constant of proportionality is called atomic polarizability. Generally, the dipole moment appears on the removal of the electric field. Generally the dipole moment disappears on the removal of the electric field. Now we will calculate the atomic polarizability. Consider an atom. We will take hydrogen atom with positive charge nucleus and a negative charge spherical cloud around the nucleus. In the presence of the applied electric field E naught, the nucleus is shifted to the right and the electron cloud to the left. We assume that the electron cloud retains its spherical shape on shifting, and in equilibrium the center of negative charge is at O and that of nucleus at N. We know that the electric field EE at a distance d from the center of uniformly charged sphere is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Qd upon a cube, where a is the radius of the charged sphere, but dipole moment P is equal to Qd and EE is equal to E naught. So E naught is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught rho P upon a cube, or we can calculate P is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught a cube E naught. But from previous equation we know P is equal to alpha E naught. So alpha is equal to 4 pi E naught epsilon cube. 4 pi epsilon naught a cube. This is the expression for atomic polarizability of an atom. In case of hydrogen atom, its radius is the Bohr radius. A is equal to 0.53 angstrom, and hence one can calculate its polarizability using equation 5, or alpha is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught a cube. Thanks.